What's up, everybody? This is Justin. I'm here. Just wishing everyone a Merry Christmas. I hope you guys are doing well. Just offering a quick word and a quick update. So here's just a quick update on things back on Tinian. We still have no power, at least where I live. Some of the island has been restored to power, but where I live at the school, we still don't have power yet. So hopefully after Christmas break, we should be going to full days. We were doing half days, but we now have this whole week, half of next week. So by then, I would imagine that we have power, but you never know. So no power still. We're hanging in there. Really nothing new. Same old stuff. So we're using those generators. Thank you so much for everyone that contributed towards that. We have such a good nest egg for that, and even if something ever happens in the future, we'll be ready to go as well. So we're still buying gas, we're still using the money, so thank you. It has gone such a long way. Melissa and her newborn baby can now sleep at least with the fan on. Once their new aircon gets installed, they'll be able to have a cool room as well, so they'll be doing that at some point, I imagine, this week. So thank you guys so much, so much. Definitely appreciate it. So now on to the quick word. So this past Sunday was our Christmas service, and talking with Pastor Gary back home, he was bouncing an idea off of what they were going to be doing for their service. We were talking about what we were going to do services-wise. I was asking him some questions, and he told me the concept of what they were going to be doing. And right now, they just finished their service, so I don't mind sharing this. So they were doing this concept story about Mephibosheth and sitting at the king's table. So, I was praying about it. What am I going to preach on? And then, Pastor Gary told me, if you want to use that, you can, because it's from the Lord. God gave that to him. He said, yeah. So, the Lord started to stir my heart with it. God was working through it. And I ended up doing a first-person narrative on the story of Mephibosheth, and it went very well. I was very happy with it. And it's such a beautiful story because Mephibosheth, his feet were crippled, and David was still seeking to honor a promise that he promised his best friend Jonathan. And he got to a time of peace, and he finally had time to honor that promise. So he's searching for someone left in Saul's household with whom he can show kindness. And they finally find Mephibosheth living in Lodibar, in a place of nothingness. Mephibosheth's name means from the mouth of shame. So Mephibosheth was living in a place of shame and nothingness, and his right as an heir had been taken away. So David finds him. He brings him. Long story short, this is the Spark Notes version. So he brings him to Jerusalem to eat at the king's table, and through that whole time, his brokenness was covered. His brokenness was covered at the king's table. David picked him up and made him an heir, and he didn't deserve it. I mean, it was a privilege he used to have, but he lost it. And now, and it's such a beautiful picture of what Jesus did for us on the cross, right? And this is the message part of it. Jesus came, he was born of a virgin. He died on the cross for us, and a privilege that had been taken away in the Garden of Eden for us to be in right relationship with God, that was taken away. And when we become saved and give our hearts to the Lord, God covers our brokenness at his table. We were spiritually crippled, like Mephibosheth's feet, and we sit as an heir at God's throne and at God's table. So that wasn't exactly what I preached, but that's the Spark Notes version. That's the idea behind it. So thank you, Pastor Gary, for sharing that with me. It was effective. Hopefully I'll get that video of the sermon and be able to post that on Facebook. I'm pretty sure someone recorded it, so when I do, I'll throw that up there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your prayers and your support. Thank you for all the comments. That was your quick word and update. God bless. Merry Christmas.